You actually start practicing, you get a couple of clients. Then you're sitting there going through your mail one day and you get a letter from the Louisiana Attorney Disciplinary Board. You screwed up your trust accounts. Well, we can actually do something for that. We can help out. Our idea will take the burden off of trust accounting off of solo attorneys, especially for solo practitioners, and will help not just with the tracking, which there's plenty of software out there to track your trust accounts. However, there's nothing out there for compliance, to make sure that you're following the rules set by the disciplinary board for what money goes in and what comes out of that trust account. We actually have set up a wizard, we call it our trust advisor wizard, that whenever you go to deposit money or withdraw, you'll walk through simple questions. We've already gone through the input. We're actually working on the output wizard now. So let's say, for instance, you're receiving some money. First off, are the funds coming from a client or are they your funds? Let's say that they're your funds, so answer is no. Click no. Well, are these to cover just service charges that are coming up? If the answer is no, then you can't put those funds in there. But being a lawyer, you probably don't want to take my word for it. We go ahead and we cite the rules that it's coming from, and you can provide the text for them. Let's say, for instance, that it was client money. Are these funds for a fixed fee? No. Are they satisfying minimum fee? Let's answer no again. In this scenario, you can actually deposit the money in the fund account. We're also going to give you the rule that says that yes, this is the proper one. Then you can go ahead and do your normal tracking like most of the other software out there. So the big deal here is, as a new attorney, especially new attorneys, you don't have to keep going to this every time that you need to deposit something. That nice 74-page document can get a little confusing after a little while. So, in fact, the amount of time that it'll take you to find that document is probably what it'll cost you a month. 8 billable minutes is all it costs a month. $19.99. Billing $150 an hour is 8 billable minutes. To save you from having that sudden heart drop. So, what are we looking to do? We've already have it partially built out. We're looking at beta testing in September. We actually have 2 attorneys on board to do that. We're looking at launching in October. That way we can market and try to get that first round that actually gets sworn in at the end of October. What do we need? We're looking for $15,000 for 1 year of outsourced level 1 tech support. So this is going to be a side project for me especially. Well, not side project, but a part-time project. I can't afford to leave my job right now to start it. However, I can do all the development. I have the time to do that. But I don't have the time to answer phone calls during the day because I have a full-time job. So in that case, we'd like to get tech support from a local company here in town. It's about $15,000 for 1 year. By that time, we should be able to bankroll it ourselves. And we'd like $5,000 for marketing so that we can really focus on this first round of attorneys. If we do that, it makes a difference of around $50,000 of revenue difference between if we can get a large portion of these first round in October or if we don't. So looking at some of our projections going forward. Questions?
So I'm a lawyer.
That's all.
And this is not just a problem for young lawyers, it's a problem for old lawyers too.
And I know that as well. That's why one of them is actually one of my beta testers.
So, but my question here is, while every lawyer has to go through this, into that, put money into that Alta account, keep track of it, and what goes in, what doesn't go in, what comes out, and so forth. I'm questioning the stickiness of this application and why I would keep paying for it every month after I've really become familiar with these rules that you can take me through.
So in that case, like all the other programs out there, we'll still be able to do all the tracking that say Clio can do inside of its management portion, its trust management. So we can still handle all that information, and we'll have a way to skip the wizard if you know it already, so that you don't have to go through it. However, we were talking to, say, John Needle, who was here yesterday and earlier today, and he told us there's still times where it's something that he hasn't done in a while, so he has to go check the rules. So it'd be really useful for him to go through it. He's been an attorney for a while now as well. So the usefulness for experienced attorneys wouldn't be as often, but I can definitely see it, for new attorneys being used quite a lot.
But are you tracking my accounts, or you just giving?
Yes, we're gonna track the trust accounts as well. In fact, that's why whenever you get to the yes on here, you can see, you can say, okay, here's the job, the client, whichever one you wanna track it at, you don't have to necessarily have a job for it, you might be tracking it just for the client. You put your amount and then your information for why you're depositing, and we'll have to send all that out. So we'll actually do the tracking and the reporting that you need for that as well.
Okay, so on the fly, I can look up, if I'm coming up with this client, I can look up and see.
How much you have in escrow, or you have, and we're also gonna have a mobile, it's gonna be mobile capable. At first, it will just be mobile web, eventually we'll do that as well. But, yeah, so definitely you'll be able to do that. In fact, one of the other features that we're going to definitely put in, what we didn't want to focus on for the pitch, is, a whole dashboard for escrow. So you can go in, as soon as you log in for your time management, where you can go and enter your time, you can also see, okay, these are the clients that have money in escrow. We can handle for you that way and sort them therefore, and you can also see who owes you, because you go into the negative or trust.
Are there any regulations or certifications that would you need for this, and if so, maybe let us know about?
As far as actual certifications, there isn't, but I would definitely have it, looked over by several attorneys. My wife is an attorney as well, that's where I came up with this. And then I definitely wanted to go through that way. Also, I want to get the bar's blessing on it, because I do know that they do bless some software, that they say is good.
That's what I think of the Bar Association.
So the Bar Association would definitely be one of the main things that we're going to work for. That's actually a major part of the marketing portion, is getting the bar to say, yes, this is good stuff to use. I meant to hand these out to y'all earlier, but this is just some of the comps that we went ahead and did for it. Initially, we planned a 30-day free trial. If you flip it over, you can see that information on the back as well.
Run by this, the use of the 15,000 will get you where?
The 15,000 would get us a dedicated person on the phone for whatever that costs us, for tech support.
Where's the dollars for development?
Development is going to be done by me. I'm a developer myself, so I'll take care of it in that as well. That would be fine.
Yeah, there's no regulatory body that's going to go through, but, a good marketing, group to go talk to is the group that most lawyers use for their liability insurance, which is Guild Bar.
Yes.
And, they'd be very interested in all those.
That's true, they would be.
Because they're the ones who are going to pay.
Yeah, that's true, I really appreciate that feedback.
And probably get insurance from them, so when an attorney goes.
Yeah.
I rely upon lawyers, the rules that they put in there.
Right.
What's your projected market?
Projected market, we have 9,000 solo practitioners here in Louisiana. That's not my initial projected market. Initial projected market is 1,000 subscriptions. That depends heavily upon getting this first batch out to October, which is probably gonna be around 500 if it goes traditionally like that historically. So if I can get 200 of those out of the first batch, signed up within a couple months of becoming attorneys, which there's a couple ways that we can do that. We can go through some of the ethics courses or the ethics CLEs that there. A lot of times I'll try and get them knocked out immediately, and try to hit some of those as well as the Young Lawyers Association.
All right.